I'm in Atlanta. I'm finna finally go natural and do the big chop. I'm feeling myself. The dots was not connecting. And I'm like, no! The whole big chop situation is not how it looked on YouTube. Hey y'all, it's Jaila, aka JaiChanellie on the internet. Welcome back to the channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and join all 19,000 of us over here, okay? We this close to 20,000 subscribers. Today, I'm coming to tell y'all a story that you requested. It is my big chop story. I wish I could say it was a beautiful story, but it's actually a story that's filled with trials and tribulations. I mentioned in my last video, it was a little traumatic, okay? But I am a little dramatic. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you this traumatic story about my big chop. If you're interested, go ahead and keep on watching. By the way, I know you're gonna ask me, okay? I already posted about this wig. I'll go ahead and link it above, okay? Okay, get into it. Okay, y'all, just give you a little bit of background on me and my natural hair. I have been natural for over 10 years now. I was natural all the way up into middle school, and then, you know, I thought I was big and bad, you know, like feeling myself. The hormones was running through my body, and I was like, Mommy, I want a perm. And she was like, okay, ask your daddy. And my daddy was like, okay, but you got to get it professionally done. So then I got my perm, and I rocked the perm from 6th grade to 8th grade. I got perms in 9th grade, but I think I committed to going natural in 10th grade. So 10th grade was when I had my last perm. That would have been 2009. Shorty been rocking with the natural ever since. I did transition from relaxed to natural hair, so I didn't immediately big chop and go on about my business, okay? I was in high school. I was confident, but not that confident to chop my hair off and start over in high school. I was very used to having hair on my head, so I was like, it's okay, I'm just gonna grow my hair out, and when I feel like I have a good length on it, then I'll chop my relaxer off. From 2009 to like 2012, your girl was transitioning from relaxed to natural hair, okay? Growing her hair out. I think at the time, I was still getting my hair straightened. I was getting it pressed, hot comb, flat iron, whatever. Going to the salons and getting my hair done. The summer before my senior year of high school, I was like, I'm ready to finally transition from relaxed to natural hair via the big chop. I think we were in Atlanta visiting my family over the summer. Shout out to my Atlanta peoples. My mom was like, okay, we might as well just go to a hairstylist that's in Atlanta. Mind you, at the time, it's 2012. Natural hair is not super popping right now, so Atlanta was a good idea because Atlanta is obviously a very black city. People are more likely to know how to handle natural hair in a black city than they are specifically where I live, because Atlanta is Atlanta. It's like, okay, cool, we can go to this natural hairstylist that happens to be a family friend and also does my auntie's hair. Insert disclaimer here, no shade to the lady who did my hair. Again, I just said she a family friend, so I'm gonna try to keep it respectful, but I do have personal qualms about the way that this whole situation went down. So I'm a be real to myself, but also just know that, like, hi lady, if you're watching this, hi, hello. Okay, anyways, so I'm like, okay, cool, this gonna work. I'm in Atlanta. I'm finna finally go natural and do the big chop. I'm feeling myself, okay? Because again, 2012, I'm 17 years old. I'm an angsty teen, but I've set my mind to go natural, so I'm ready to do this thing. Okay? We go to the natural hair salon, right? And I'm just like, ooh, I'm feeling it. I'm so ready. My mama is with me. My auntie is with me. My little sister is with me. She about to get her hair done too. She just don't know it yet. I sit down in the chair. It's time to get started. And I don't know how this comes up, but she's like, oh, I need to straighten your hair. And I'm like, no, here's why. I would like to be a curly natural. I knew that very early in like my natural hair journey that I wanted to be a curly natural, y'all. The reason that I even went natural is because I wanted curly hair again, okay? So I was done with the silk presses and the wraps. I felt like I had lived that life already. I was really adamant on wearing my hair curly. So when she said she needed to straighten my hair, I was like, no ma'am. But then when she told me why she needed to straighten my hair, so she told me that she needed to straighten my hair in order to be able to see where my natural hair ended and my relaxed hair began. I don't know how many of y'all are familiar with natural hair that curls and relaxed hair that is straight, but in my 17-year-old mind, the dots was not connecting. You know what you could do? Put some water on it and chop off the straggly ends. Like, when I tell y'all, I did not understand, to this day, I do not understand why that lady said that was the reason she needed to straighten my hair. Y'all not gonna make me you can go ahead and try. All the hairstylists, go ahead and shoot your shot. Go ahead and explain to me why that made sense in the comment section below, because to this day, almost 10 years later, I'm about to be 27 in a month, I still do not understand why that lady had to straighten my hair in order to chop off my relaxer. So I'm like, no, because I've been watching the natural 85s. I've been watching the mahogany curls. I've been watching all these girls, and I know that don't make no sense. And I don't want no straight hair. That's not why I came here. I came here so I could be fully natural, and I want to wear my hair curly, so why is you trying to put heat on my head? I'm literally trying to talk to this lady like, no, I do not want my hair straight. I do not want my hair straight. I'm telling my mama like, Mom, do you hear what this lady is saying? Like, she's not making any sense. My mama is here and they're like, well, she's the professional. She's a natural hairstylist. So if she says she needs to straighten it, then she needs to straighten it. And I'm just like, wow. Y'all really gonna sit here and tell this lady that she's making sense when she is not. Secondly, she's like, I'll also need to cut it while it's straight so I can make sure that it's even. So that really pissed me off, because she was like, yeah, you may still have some relaxed ends on your hair just so I can make sure your hair is even. And I'm like, no, I want my relaxer cut off. I'm not coming to you to get my hair straightened. I'm not coming to you for an even trim. I'm coming to you to get my relaxer cut off. Can you do that? Apparently the answer was no, because again, now we're going back and forth, and I'm talking with my mama, my aunties, they telling me not to be disrespectful. I'm like, this is my hair. This is my hair. Y'all talking about don't be disrespectful. It's my head that's about to be touched. I don't know how y'all react to conflict in situations, but I am someone, when I get seriously mad, I'm going to start crying, because now I feel like I cannot express myself. I'm talking to 3 adults who are not listening to anything that I have to say, or y'all are listening, but y'all are not heeding what I have to say. I'm the only person that's really gonna be affected by this, right? Because again, it's my hair, and I know what I wanted when I walked into that hair salon, and that's not what I left with. So I literally start crying. I'm getting emotional right now. And this 17-year-old girl who at the age of 14, I decided that I wanted to embrace my natural hair. I wanted to embrace my natural texture. So I'm finally at a place where I feel like I can big chop and start over, fall in love with the process of doing my natural hair and exploring my natural hair. And the whole big chop situation is not how it looked on YouTube. I done already watched everybody's big chop. I done already saw the joy that they went through. I already saw the emotions that they went through. I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to experience that for myself. But now I gotta deal with all these adults who are not listening to me. Needless to say, not only did my hair get straightened that day, when I left the salon and finally got home, because we was in Atlanta, when I finally got to Florida and washed my hair, baby had so many relaxed ends still on her head, y'all. It made me livid. That's really my big chop story. She ended up straightening my hair because my mom gave her the go, and my mama was paying the check, so that's the person she was really listening to. She wasn't actually listening to me, the client. She was listening to the person that was cutting the check, which I understand. If you're trying to get a paycheck, you're gonna listen to the mama and not the daughter. That was the start of my divestment from hair salons and hairstylists, and that's probably the reason why I do my own hair today. Because you know who is gonna listen to me? Me. I found a picture, but I'm not sure if it's actually from that trip or if it's from a different trip when I got my hair done. I'm pretty sure it's from that trip. I'm gonna go ahead and insert it, and I'll correct myself on the screen if it's not from that trip. By the way, meanwhile, while I'm over here going through the trials and tribulations, guess who else is going through the trials and tribulations from this same lady? My sister. So while we were there, my mom's like, well, this is also a really good time for Kirsten to get a haircut. And guess who didn't want a haircut? Kirsten. So Kirsten is my little sister, and at this time, Kirsten was relaxed. But I think that her hair was breaking off and she needed a haircut. And my mom was like, well, we already in a hair salon. You might as well get your hair cut. So then Kirsten was upset because Kirsten had to get her hair cut. Jaila was upset because enough was not getting cut off her hair. So both of my mom kids left that hair salon upset that day. And I just know that she was fed up with both of us, but I ain't care because I'm the person that we made this whole appointment for, and I didn't even get what I came for. By the time I got back to Florida, realized that I had all those relaxed ends still on my head, I said, you know what? I'm gonna take matters into my own hands. I went and I got some scissors. No, they were not hair shears. They were regular scissors, and I started cutting off that relaxer off my head. And that is how I finally got all of my relaxer off my head. I did it myself. So yeah, that's kind of why I do my own natural hair myself. That's why you won't see me in nobody's hair salon. I was never really completely comfortable in salon settings in the first place. First of all, I'm like low-key, high-key, socially anxious. So just even being around that many people and then like having to interact with people for a significant amount of time, especially in a black hair salon because they take forever, child. That already made me super uncomfortable. So I really didn't look forward to salon experiences. The added bonus of people not listening to what I want when I tell you what I want, I was like, yeah, that's fine. I can just do this myself. That's essentially what I did. And that is why JaiChanellie is on the internet. If you are new to this channel, if you didn't know why I made this channel or created this channel, it was because I was so inspired by the naturalistas of the 08s and the 09s and the 2010s. I used to watch YouTube videos all the time, and I wanted to be exactly like these ladies. Again, I already shouted out a couple of them, but I'll try to go ahead and put their names and pictures on the screens. I was so inspired by these women, and they, at 14 years old, made me decide to go back to natural hair. Kind of was a full circle moment in me finally even creating a YouTube channel. I did not create my YouTube channel until the end of summer 2012. I really think that this experience, my big chop experience, although it wasn't completely positive, it was a catalyst for me to actually get into YouTube. So yeah, if you are here and supporting me, I thank you so much. I really do appreciate your presence here, your feedback, your energy, y'all comments in the comment section. I love it all, and I thank you again for tuning in. Hopefully you enjoyed this story, child. You can tell me what your big chop experience was like if you big chop from relaxed to natural, even if you transition. Let me know what your big chop was like. Or if you don't have a big chop experience, just tell me about a less than positive salon experience that you've had. Let me know in the comment section below, because I want to know that I was not the only one going through it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, remember to hit that subscribe button. Also, like this video so YouTube can share with other people. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.